It's helpful to say it out loud, yeah.
Okay. I would like to receive some guidance on how to balance. Is it a yes or no question?
It says you want.
Okay.
Whatever you want.
I would like to know how to balance my projects and more clarity on what might be holding me back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Clarity on balancing your products.
Projects.
Products.
Yeah.
On your projects.
Yeah.
And what might be holding me back. Okay, so go ahead and choose one card. Excellent, thank you. Choose, that's the past. Choose another card. Okay. And choose another card. Excellent, thank you. Okay. Past, present, future. So your question is about how to move forward with your projects and what might be holding you back. Yeah?
And what might be causing me to come out of balance, like if I'm spreading myself thin, if something is not serving me.
Well, you've got a very powerful reading. So Christina has the Chariot in the past position. She's got Justice in the present position, and in the future she has the Hermit. So with regard to the past, the Chariot represents the energy of having a very well-established ego, meaning the ego is not out of proportion. It's being used as a proper tool. So basically, like looking at this reading, you're coming into this present moment. And what I see, if you look here, like this is a charioteer, it's a person who drives, right? And the charioteer can drive with the force of their strength, right? You imagine a charioteer and he's got two horses. He's got a white horse and he's got a black horse. And the white horse is going off in this direction and the black horse is going off in that direction. And he can be like this, or he can kind of come into his strength and he can simply focus on what it is he desires and allow his horses to come into alignment with him. And that's what this card represents. It's about like really being in control of your ego and not being run by external factors, really being in control. It's a wonderful card, one of my favorite cards. That's where you're coming, that's where you were in the past, and now you're coming into the present. And the present is justice. And justice is about being in balance with yourself. And it's about having choices, but behaving in a way that feels just with respect to yourself. Sometimes you're going to go out of balance, but it's really important that you come back into balance. And sometimes in order to come back into balance, you have to go to another extreme. So you'll find yourself, for example, becoming very masculine. You see this in here, she's holding one of the scales upward, or she's holding the scale and she's got her hand on what looks like the shaft of a penis, right? And
it's like the top of the sword.
It's like the top of the sword, like. but it does. It's a very phallic symbol.
Yeah.
That's not an accident, because with this hand, she's got her hand downward, and that's like the feminine side, you know? So it's more like a chalice, and then and I'll put it here. I'm not sure if I can actually show you that detail. There's the hand up on the shaft, and then the hand down in the form of a cup, which represents the vajayjay. So she's balancing her masculine side and she's balancing her feminine side. She's balancing this power of manifestation, and she's balancing it with the
law of allowing. Yes.
Exactly, exactly. And so it's about being really in proportion with yourself. So I think that, kind of going back to your question with this idea of having projects and wanting to move forward, but wanting to be aware of where you might be going wrong and all that, the key is going to be to remember this beautiful balance that you have, and this place of being, in this position of having developed an idea, with the chariot and being the driving force, but really guiding with your heart. And then coming into a place where I have this power, now I need to balance the masculine and the feminine, the active with the allowing, the external, um, being in the world, and then the internal being within yourself, being whole within yourself.
Yeah, and do you think it's also with justice, you're trying to make sure everybody's taken care of and that things are fair, but maybe what I'm getting in right now is I need to not forget that I need to be fair to myself too, because I'm a part of it.
Yeah, yes, that could be a very traditional meaning of the justice card, making
Right.
sure that things are being kept, in fairness. However, that is kind of established here with the chariot.
Oh, okay.
The chariot is someone who's actually quite balanced and very quite heart oriented.
Okay.
So with this heart orientation, you kind of don't have to worry so much about how you're treating other people, because you're in alignment with your highest good.
Okay.
And when you're in alignment with your highest good, really your highest good, not your highest ego's good, but your highest good, then you're probably being very fair. I find you personally to be very fair, very just and very like encompassing, and, very cognizant of other people, very aware of other people, right? So with this justice, again, balancing the external world and the internal world, it leads us to this card, which is the Hermit. And the Hermit is just what it says. And this represents the future energy. And the Hermit represents like going inside yourself, taking time to be really, really quiet and really, really still, to kind of connect with what's really important inside. The Hermit card is traditionally in tarot, shown the Hermit is shown holding some kind of a lantern. And the lantern glows, but it usually doesn't cast a shadow where it goes. And it's because it's kind of this kind of otherworldly light. And so you want to take the time to go in the future, make sure you're addressing your own internal needs and spending time with the divine self within. Yeah. And I would say, though, this is a really powerful reading. It feels really powerful. How do you feel right now?
I feel really good and kind of reassured that like I'm in alignment, I'm doing what I'm supposed to, and just remembering to spend more time going inward and setting up my life so I'll have more time and the right environment to do that.
Yeah, I think that's really, really right. Yeah, good. Thank you. Thanks for letting me read for you. So I'm Crystalline Bell, and I've got tarot school. Tarot school starts February 5th. So if you want to join me, then write me an email, crystalline@spiritcentric.com. It's going to be a 7-class program where I teach you how to read tarot and how to use your intuition and how to get in touch with your spirit guides. All right, signing off. Bye for now.